Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a busy week and just
Oh,
a
it's not
busy
boring?
weekend. It is not boring anymore. I'm getting to know my new groove of my job and stuff. So
Oh,
all
that's
really
good.
cool things right now. What about you?
Things are good. My voice is finally coming back. I still can't hit that high octave, so I still can't sing
What?
Adele
Dang it.
hard.
Dang
I
it.
still can't yell. So when I have to raise
Well,
my
Bugs
voice, I
likes
have to
that.
kind of just, like I have to say, I can't shout across the room. You've got to come here. I got to talk to you. So, but all that, yeah, that's all getting better. And
That's funny. Bugs must be like, yes, my mom can't yell at me. Let me see what I can pull this week.
no, now I just give him a look. Now it's the look. Yeah, it's the mom disappointed nasty look, like
Oh,
the
that's so
whatever.
funny. Oh
But,
my
all is
god.
good.
So
So
you're
I
healing up okay?
yeah, 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 for
Good,
the most part,
good.
which is great. It's almost, very benign type of surgery. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
was,
so glad it's over.
oh my god, me too.
Yeah.
But, so this weekend was Mother's Day, and,
Yeah,
I was sitting this is my WTF moment, and, people will so baseball, right? Baseball is very big in our family.
okay.
Very big, has always been, and very big. Bugs plays baseball, and Chad's a big baseball guy. So I, we went out to dinner on Sunday, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, babe, this is to Bugs." I said, "Hey, so if I was a baseball player, what position would I play?" And
Oh.
immediately he says, "Catcher," and I was like, "Catcher? Okay, why?" And he goes, "Because you're big." And I was like, "Uh." I'm sorry. And he goes, "Oh, and you have a cannon," meaning I have a really good arm. I can throw hard.
Oh, got it.
And I was like, okay. I'm not sure that that really, like, makes me feel good." But he's like, "No, mom, like, no, it's because you have a cannon. That's why you have a really good arm." And I said, "Okay." So I literally was going through all my friends that he knows and asking what position they'd play. And then Chad chimes in and he goes, "Oh, I don't know. I think maybe you'd be a pitcher." And I was like, "Really? Why?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, you do have a good arm and you have a cannon." He goes, "But you can also be like a head case too." And I was like, Wait a second. Is this pick on mom day? Because I'm pretty sure today is Mother's Day. And
Yeah,
like,
you're
why
like,
would you
"Wait,
like,
you guys not get the memo of what today is?"
boys totally thought it was the funniest thing. But that was my WTF. And I was like, geez, guys, like, what,
So the boys decided to gang up for you on
a little
Mother's
bit,
Day as
a
your
little bit.
gift?
It was fine.
What?
It was fine. But
That's so funny. For being a baseball family, is that just because of Chad and you, or, were you raised around baseball as well?
oh yeah, my dad was a baseball player and he was a
Got it.
coach for a long, long time. So I was
Got it.
basically baseball.
Did you play growing up?
I played when I was a kid. I played baseball in Little League, and then I played softball,
Got it.
when I was able to play softball, and then I
Got it.
stopped because then I don't think I don't know, my dad, listen, I'm my dad's baby, and of course, I could have done everything in the entire world that I wanted to, like be Miss America, be President of the
Yeah.
United States,
Yeah.
be the first woman to play professional baseball, all those things. I politely declined to do all of this. So I
Okay,
was like,
got
"Yeah,
it.
I could do that," but I just didn't wanna do that. It just wasn't my it wasn't in my stars, they didn't align, but I could have if I wanted to, 100%,
Right. Yeah.
100%. So
Adorable.
yeah, that's why baseball. And then obviously Chad just kind of fell into the stars of being aligned with him being a baseball guy and then
Yeah.
Bugs doing baseball. So that's why. So
That's
baseball is a
awesome.
very, very important thing in our family.
That's so funny. It is not for us. I don't like it at all. I don't even like to go watch it. I find it so boring. But a lot of my friends are big baseball people. Like their kids play baseball and
Yeah, but
their
Giant
husbands play
Stadium is amazing. I
baseball.
want to
And
go. I was going to
yeah,
say,
it's
hey, I want to go up
amazing.
to San Francisco and let's go see a baseball game.
Yeah, that would be amazing. It is
Okay.
super fun to go and watch. Well, I like to people watch. I don't baseball watch, but it's an amazing stadium to
So
hang
does
out
Paula.
and people watch. See, Paula, this is why
No,
we all
listen.
get along.
Every time we go someplace, it's like Paula. We're like, oh, this is going to be some good people watching for you. That's why I
Yeah.
think that's why she entertains me half the time because she's like, sure, I'll go because I know there's going to be really good people watching somehow, some way.
Exactly, exactly. People are always like, "How was the game?" I'm like, "Oh, I actually don't even know. I don't know who won. I don't know anything about the game, but I saw some really funny shit." So, I love the people watching and the food. The Giant
Ew.
Stadium has amazing food,
Yeah,
like
I'm not.
crab sandwiches and great IPA beers, and oh, it's so good. It's the Bay Area. We have a ton of great food.
Of,
Always.
of course. Way
Of
better
course.
than Dodger Stadium, I think. Although it's so
Do you
freaking
not have
expensive.
good food at
I
Dodgers?
don't know, it's like Dodger dogs and I mean, they have other
Mm,
food now. It's a little bit more gourmet, it's not just like peanuts and Dodger dogs and beer
yeah.
anymore. It's all these like you can get CPK there and you can get all these
Cool.
other weird things.
Yeah, that's so
Um,
awesome. Very cool.
so I was thinking the other day that, you know how there's always these trends, right? Like we talked a little bit
Yeah.
about and of course your Instagram and your phone listens to you no matter what, no matter
Oh,
how,
yeah.
right? It's the
Yeah.
craziest thing. Even when I'm just texting with the girls, then all of a sudden, like, they'll get, like, these ads of what we were talking about, like, random stuff. So,
Yeah.
weighted vests, right?
Okay.
The whole weighted vest thing. And, you know, it's good because I got one for my mom because
Okay.
she does her walks, and it serves a dual purpose apparently. Apparently, it kinda gives you the extra weight, so you're kinda getting endurance when you're walking, and it
Okay.
also helps with bone, like osteoporosis. So because it's
Like
weight
bone.
bearing, so,
Oh,
like,
okay. I was gonna say.
it helps prevent osteoporosis. And,
Okay.
now it's not like I have to worry about it so much, but I kinda have to, think
Yeah.
about things, and so
Yeah.
I was like, "Sure, I'm walking, and why not have a little extra weight and get a little more endurance and make it a little more difficult?"
Yeah.
So, I was researching weighted vests, and there's a ton of them, just like there's a ton of
I was
everything,
gonna ask,
okay?
like, do they come in weight
They
variations and
do.
sizes
They
or
do.
what?
They do.
Okay.
And it's, the recommendation is you start with 10% of your body weight.
Oh, okay.
I don't wanna really tell you what that is. So, I'm looking at these weights and going, "Oh, okay." So, Amazon's wonderful because you can get these things in and you can turn them back if they don't work.
Right.
And, you see all these influencers on, and some have, like some are almost like a vest where you put one arm in, it's almost like a baby Bjorn. You know what a baby Bjorn
Okay.
looks like,
I
right? So,
was
like
picturing more like like a fishing, like a life jacket that you
Okay,
go on
well
a boat with.
so it's kinda like that, but it's skinny, and
Okay.
and it just has, like, 2 straps, and they're kinda curved, and so you
Okay.
just put it on, and then you buckle it in the front, okay? Well,
Got it.
so
Okay.
listen, and those come in different weights, like, they come in
Okay.
6 pounds, 12 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever. So it's
Can
like,
you
you know what?
change out the weights or, like, the vest is
Some
the
you
weight it
can,
is?
some you
Okay.
can,
Got it,
but I
got it.
didn't wanna spend a ton of money because I didn't know if I was gonna like it, and I just wanted to try it out and see what happens. So I get
Yeah.
this one and I got big boobies. And
Okay.
one of the reasons why I couldn't do a baby Bjorn because it was just, I mean, I would put a baby Bjorn on and the baby would be in front of me, but like way out in front of me because my boobs it just did not, I did not look cute in a baby Bjorn, nor it was like way too much weight out in front of me. I like all you
That
see
is
all these
so funny.
moms with these baby Bjorns and they're like hands free. This is great. I'm like, yeah, no, it did not look good at all.
Not your
So
reality.
so this kinda gave me a little PTSD with this baby Bjorn, so I put it on and it it clasps in the front, but it was super not comfortable, and it like, the weight was distributed kind of in my armpits because it wouldn't go over my boobs, basically,
Got it.
and I was like,
Okay.
"This is terrible," because nowhere on the description did it say, "Maybe you shouldn't wear this if you're big busted," or maybe
Yeah,
they should give you a cup size, right? Like, "Oh, if you're
totally.
A or B, this is great, but if you're C plus, this is not so good."
Don't wear this.
And of course, all the influencers on Instagram look so cute in their,
Right.
Lulus and their
Little
weighted vests
36C
and
cup. Yep.
yeah, and it's, like, cute and they're glistening in the sun and they're jogging and doing all that stuff. So I was like, "Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that." So I have this weighted vest, but I got my mom that because my mom is smaller and it's perfect for her. So then I was
Okay.
like, "Okay, so I'm gonna turn this one back and get another one." So then I was looking at the other one saying, "Okay, what am I gonna do?" So then I got one that looks like almost, like the SWAT vests. Not attractive at all. In the very least, is attractive. It goes
Oh my
over your head
god.
and it's like it looks like a
Like a
slot thing,
full vest.
and it
Yeah.
has, like, slots for the weights, but it almost like the bullet slots, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
clip it on
totally.
the side, and it is so ugly, but I can't wear it underneath my sweatshirt because then it looks no one knows what I'm wearing under, and it looks
Yeah, they
terrible.
think they're packing
Something,
some stuff under.
something,
Yep.
and it's just
Wow.
not at all. So I have to wear it over my sweatshirt.
Are you
And
roasting? Is it hot?
well, it's kinda
Uh-huh.
hot, but
Is
I don't
that
know,
the point? It's supposed to be hot?
I guess. My
Okay.
point is that if you guys are looking for a weighted vest, these are my tips for weighted vests. I think they're
Okay.
fantastic. I think they're wonderful. I do.
So you are liking it
I
now that
like
you're out
it.
walking in your SWAT vest.
I like it. Mentally Yeah, everyone stays away from me when I'm walking outside. They're like,
Everybody's like, "Oh
"Oh,
my
shoot.
god, get
Oh,
away, get
shoot.
away."
Something's going on."
There's some
What
crazy ass lady walking down Lincoln. Get out of
100%.
there.
And I think it has reflectors too, so it reflects. So I so now I'm like a friggin' huge reflecting target walking
Oh
down the
my
street.
god.
So my tips for the weighted vest things, I do think that they
Okay.
are good, and I think that they serve a purpose, and I do like
Okay.
it, but if you are a big-chested person, don't get that little cutesy one because it just doesn't look cute. It's not flattering, and it's not gonna
It's
fit
not
you.
gonna work.
So you gotta get the SWAT one,
Okay.
and they do come in various sizes, and they do like, some come in camouflage, some are, like, black, some look military grade, and others you can introduce the different weights, so you can do, like, 6 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever you want.
Okay. So I have a couple questions about these because I've
But
never
it's a trend,
seen
and
them.
everybody's doing No, it's
But
good. It's good.
is the weight distributed like you can put some on your front and you can put some on your back, or all
Yes.
the weight is in the front?
No, they go in the front
Oh,
and the back.
and you can insert
It's like
different
an
weights
apron.
around.
You
Got it, got it, got it.
if you get that adjustable one, yes.
Got it, okay, and
Otherwise,
they're
they
all
come.
kind of Velcro around the chest.
Not the SWAT ones. The SWAT ones literally are like an apron. It just has a hole for your for your head, and it comes over. You're gonna have to look at these things. I can't describe them.
You need to post a photo
I
on our
will. Oh, I
Instagram.
will. I'll post the
Okay,
one that was not good for me, and I will
okay.
post the one that I currently use.
That's amazing, that's amazing. So I am small busted, so I would be able to wear the
Oh, you'd look so friggin' cute walking in your Apple headphones, whatever, and your little weighted vest,
Lulu.
walking, not a huge reflector, but yeah, that's fine. I'll walk with you and you'll see who's gonna get run over, not me. Ye
Nobody's messing with you. No
exactly.
one's gonna mess with you. That is so funny. Back when I lived in Arizona, one of my nursing jobs when I was a travel nurse was that I worked at a prison. They sent
Oh,
a labor
this
and
would be a
delivery
perfect
nurse
one
into a
for that.
male prison, and I used to
Wow.
have to wear a SWAT vest to pass medication. So that's what I have pictured in my head as you're telling me
It's
about
not
these
far
vests.
off. It's not
Yeah.
far off. What the heck were you doing in a prison as an L&D nurse in a male prison? I don't get
You
it.
know, I took, like, a registry job till I could find, like, a hospital job, and
Jesus.
yeah, you know what? It honestly ended up being, like, the best assignment I've ever done. It was so fun.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fun and not fun. Like, obviously, the environment's not fun, right? And, like, the patients are not fun, but, like, the staff that I worked with were super fun. The team was super, super supportive because 'cause they're like, "This poor labor and delivery nurse is in a male prison."
'Cause you
But it
couldn't
was,
get a
like,
job.
cool. It was such a cool job.
Did it
It
pay?
was
I'm
so
sure
fun.
it paid well.
I mean, I got paid registry wages, so it didn't matter,
Yeah.
like, where they put me. It was the same hourly, but no, it was a pretty cool job.
So, like, one
So
day you're in the prison, the next day you're delivering babies, the next day you're
yeah.
doing pap
Yeah,
smears,
and
the
then they
next day
ended
you're
up
doing
yeah, like, my first day that I was there, they put me in the general like, they were like, "You're gonna walk down this fence, and on the left is the sex offender, so don't go on that side, stay on the right, and then you're gonna have a whistle, and if anybody bugs you, you just blow this whistle and someone will come help you," and I'm like, "Oh my god, okay." So I, like, walk as fast as I can across the field, and then they put me in, like, this metal shack in the summer in Arizona, and I was giving insulin injections, and they're like, "Don't let anybody see your needles," and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I
that
don't
is
know how to give
terrifying.
injections." Yeah. So I came home that day crying, and I was like, "I never wanna go back," and so when my recruiter called and said, "Can you please go back and, we'll put you at the hospital," and that's like a different environment. And that one, like once I started working at like the little hospital in the prison, it actually was a fairly interesting and not as scary of a job for
That's
sure. So
terrible. That
yeah, yeah, it was pretty nuts. Well, I love your weighted vests. I've heard about them, but I have not actively actually ever looked
I'm
at one. And
surprised. That
yeah,
seems like it's right up your alley.
it is right up my
It is. You're
alley.
doing this health and wellness thing.
I
Like, why wouldn't you wanna try to prevent osteoporosis and bone density, increase your bone density, and
I
use weighted
know.
vest?
I just
That's
feel
right
like
up your
my
alley.
own weight is heavy enough. I
Well,
don't know.
shit,
It's like,
mine is too,
why do
but,
I wanna
like,
pack on more pounds?
because I'm trying to distribute it evenly. I'm not That's why.
I feel like my knees are already like, "Bitch, lose 10 pounds. Don't add 10 more pounds." What the fuck?
That's why you gotta get really cool Nike Pegasus slip-ins because those are cushiony and they don't hurt your knees. Like, you can't wear, just regular old, like, cute little fashion Dunks or something. You have
No,
to
you cannot.
you
You
have to
gotta
wear
have some
really good.
good shoes.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I got
It's
this brand called Ultra, Altra. Never tried it before, but I
hmm.
went to one of those running stores where they, like, help you try on your
Oh, yeah.
shoes, and they make you run down a public street and, like, so they can see how you run. It's so embarrassing.
Do you know how
I'm
to
like,
run?
"No." I'm like,
See?
"Yeah, obviously, look at me. I don't know how to run, and you're making me run down a public shopping street. I look like an idiot, and you're gonna tell me I don't look like a runner and give me a pair of shoes for a non-runner. I
That
know."
is terrible. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself?
I just thought maybe it would help my knee. Like, maybe if somebody watched me run, they'd tell me, like, "Get this shoe for your" how you're, pronate and all those things. So,
Yeah. How about
I don't know.
orthotics? How about you just get a knee X-ray to see if you have
I
osteoarthritis?
did, and,
Mhm.
he did some X-rays that I've literally so I've had a chronic left knee problem for years. Like, this left knee has been bad left knee even in cross country in high school, like, just not a great knee, and, you'd always have physicians say, "Oh, I think you've got some arthritis," or, "Oh, I think your kneecap doesn't quite track right. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
this is what's going on," right? Well,
Chondromalacia patella.
had me do a couple different X-rays than I've ever done before. He does one where you're squatting, he does one where you're seated, he does a couple different angles that have never ever been done for me before. So recently I went into him for a cortisone injection and he did those X-rays and he was like, "Huh, what is this on the left side? Did you tear something?" I'm like, "No, but it's really been bugging me right there." He's like, "Let me look at a couple other views." And he was like, "Oh my god, you have a huge bone spur on that left knee." He's like, "And your kneecaps, does anybody told you that they don't track right?" And I was like, "Well, they've assumed that's part of the problem." He's like, "Oh, they absolutely do not track right." He's like, "Here's what's going on with your left knee. You have this huge bone spur. That's exactly what it doesn't feel good." Like, it's the first time I've had a knee doctor just totally tell me what's wrong, completely validate all my little aches and pains, and give me a plan as to what we're gonna do next, which is fantastic.
So
So,
what are you gonna do?
yeah, so we did a normal cortisone injection, which I get every year just to, like, start to get it a little bit better. We're gonna try some PRP because heck, why not? I work for an orthopedic group and might as well. And then I think we'll probably go in and just shave down that bone spur and clean it
So
up.
the PRP, are you gonna do is it just your PRP that they're
It's
gonna
my PRP.
spin, or are you gonna
Mhm.
do, like, something called A2M, which is another
No.
fancy
He
PRP-ish?
said we were gonna just do a traditional PRP because we have the centrifuge and the kits in the office, so
Got it.
he'll do a PRP injection on it from just draw my own blood and go from there. So,
And then he's gonna go and then just shave off that bone spur?
I think so. He said he would probably just go in. We'll probably do something next fall, early spring, is because I'm just too busy this summer. I've got too much fun planned. So then I think we'll just go in. He'll shave down some bone spurs, clean it up a little bit. So,
Does he think that you're gonna need a half of a knee replacement? What is called a
oh, he says I'll
uni?
need a total knee at some point
You'll
for
need a
sure.
total knee.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have had several physicians since, like, I was probably 40 years old be like, "It isn't if you get a knee, it's when you get a knee." But obviously, I'd like to wait a long time before I get a knee. So I'm trying to do other things first.
Yeah.
So,
Sure, why not?
yeah.
And get a weighted vest and put more weight on that, and
That's exactly
and
why I think I
get
haven't
those
done
get
it.
those Ultra shoes that are gonna help with your running, and then you'll be
Yeah,
good to
because
go.
I'm not supposed to be running, but I still do that, and you're not supposed to squat with weights and all those things you're not
Yes.
supposed to
Why
do
are
with
you
a
doing
bad
those
knee.
things?
I've been slowing down because he did slap my hand recently
And the other
about it.
thing with your patella being maltracking, sometimes what happens, and he might have told you this or not, but
Mm.
sometimes what happens is for women, a lot of times, that muscle right on the inside of your knee.
Like quads that you have to be really careful to work and, like, that's part of the PT exercises is
Yeah.
to strengthen the other muscles around the knee
Yes, yes,
because
yes,
that
yes,
quad is constantly pulling. I
yes.
will tell you I have a lot of pain on the inside of the knee, and I think that's because that's a lack of strength of that muscle, so it's like it
Yeah,
just pulls and tweaks quite often,
yeah,
so,
and then you
yeah.
get, arthritis, and sometimes when you squat, do you hear, like, crackles?
Oh, it's always crackly. Yep.
Crepitus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that bone spur makes it feel like I almost have, like, a tight rubber band constantly, like, pinging, like, it feels like a guitar string, like,
Oh.
ting, ting. Yeah.
And does
So,
it pop? Does it click when you go down?
all the time. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ugly knee. Poor thing.
You should probably get that done.
Yeah, I will. I just we decided to do a lot of other fun things this summer. We did just packed our whole calendar with a bunch of trips and
Okay.
traveling, so I don't have time. Maybe later, because 'cause I'm gonna have to fly to LA for it, so doctor can do it, and I can have it done in my surgery center.
Of
So,
course. And then you
yeah,
can recover at Hotel
I'm
June.
gonna have to recover at Hotel June. Mhm. I'm home away from home, so I gotta figure out when I'm gonna do all that.
He's
He
honestly the
is.
best.
Yeah,
Do it
he's
for him.
amazing. So, if any of our listeners need an amazing knee doctor, I'm not gonna put his name out here, but I'm happy to DM it to people because I think he's fantastic and probably one of the best doctors I've ever met. He's fantastic.
FYI.
And just honestly, one of the nicest
Yeah.
damn humans I have ever met. He
Yeah.
is so great with people
You
and
know, he
just
gives me a
kind.
gift
Aw.
every Christmas, and
Yeah.
it's only been 3 years, and every year he's done it, and it's
He's
so
so
nice.
thoughtful.
He's
Yeah.
so nice and so thoughtful. He even one
I
time
love
sent
that.
me, it was funny, I got a box of gin in the
Ooh,
mail, and it was 2
delicious.
bottles of gin, and it was like this olive oil gin, and it was addressed to me, but there was no note inside the box, so and it was around holiday time, and I was like, "God, this is the weirdest thing," and I'm not a gin drinker, I'm more of a vodka drinker, so I don't
Right.
really like gin, and I was like, "Okay," but it had, like, a little martini olive martini thing on it. I was like, "God,
Cute.
this is so weird, this is so weird," and so the investigator that she is, Paula, she's the best investigator ever, trying to figure this out, trying to look at the label behind where it came from, all sorts of stuff. Find out that he had sent me a gift, so he had my address, and he
Aw,
sent me a bottle of tequila before, so he had my
got it.
address, and it was delivered by Bevmo. So I think
Got
that
it.
this was the same company, or I don't know what, maybe Drizzly did it or somebody,
Yeah.
but this gin was for him, and he had just had my address on as the last
Oh,
delivery. So I
no.
got it, but he had no idea, and he forgot about it because he said that he was at a friend's house and they had this martini, and it was this gin thing, and he ordered it,
Got it.
and then he never got it, and he was like he completely forgot about it. And then when I think he saw his friend, he was like, "Oh my god, I just you know what? I did order that gin. I wonder what happened to it." So
That
when
is so funny.
he called and they said that it was delivered to me. So then he's so sweet was like, "Hey." I was like, "Oh my god, you're the one that sent this thing?" So he told me the whole entire story. So I literally brought it back to him in the Trader Joe's bag the next day for
Yeah.
surgery because I was like, "Here, I don't want this. Like,
Yeah.
here you
You're
go."
like, "I'm not gonna drink it anyways."
No, no.
So
I mean, it was a super sweet gesture if it was meant for me, but it wasn't. But yeah, he's super sweet. He's really cute.
That's so funny. Him and I have had conversations about great gins, so I'm curious if that's the one that he had shipped to your
I
house.
think so. It almost is like an olive oil gin or something.
Ah, yeah.
So
He's
it's
not
like a
much of a drinker, which,
no,
I mean, I'm not surprised by, but yeah, he's not much of a drinker, so it's
but
surprising that
that's
you would
why he
even order
said that
gin.
he really liked this one because he's not
Yeah.
much of a drinker. So when he had this gin, he was like, "God, this is like really good. This is not like a typical
That's
martini."
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
Isn't that
funny.
funny?
How hilarious. I love
And I
it. How
barely knew him.
cute.
I think it was the first year that I started working with him. And
You're
so it
like,
was a
"This is
little on the
awkward."
awkward it was super awkward, super, super awkward. I was like, "Jesus, I got a bottle of tequila and 2 bottles of gin, like, well, is there some message here going on? Like, dang, I still got it. Is that what it is?"
Or does he think you're a raging alcoholic? One of
Either
the
one.
2.
Listen, I wanted to think that I still got it, not I was a raging alcoholic, but I don't know, maybe.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, I have no idea. Um, that is so funny. I could see you now. If you woulda got that bottle of gin 3 years later, you'd have been like, "What the hell? What are you sending me?" But I could
I
see how
know.
the first year it'd be super awkward. That's so
Super
funny.
awkward. And then I brought it back because I had taken it out of the box, so it was just regular 2 bottles. So I brought both of them in a Trader Joe's bag. I was, like, mortified because I was like, "What bag do I have that's, like, sorta cute, that's not like a plastic Vons bag or a plastic Target or Walgreens bag?"
I love that you even thought about that. I would
Oh, I
not have
totally
thought
thought
about
about
that
that.
at
I
all.
totally thought about that because I
Oh
was
my
like,
god, that's
here's a
so funny.
surgeon, this orthopedic surgeon who
Yep.
probably spent decent amount of money on this olive gin, and now I've gotta return it, like, ew, I'm gonna return it in some stanky, nasty grocery bag that says, like, Walmart or something, I don't know.
That's so
So the only
funny.
bag I could find was a Trader Joe's. I was like, "Oh, everyone goes to Trader Joe's.
Everyone goes
It's
to
trendy.
Trader
It's kinda
Joe's.
hip. It's fine." I was
Yeah.
double bagged too, just in case the inner stupid handles break like mine always do. It drives me
Yeah.
insane. So it's
I
like
always thought it was weird though, like, I used to bring bottles of wine and stuff to my friends at the hospital, and you always feel a little guilty bringing liquor into the hospital. Like, even though you know you're not gonna drink it, you're not doing anything with it, you still feel a little weird, like, walking in with handles of stuff, you know?
I
So
had a bottle of tequila in my locker forever because it was a gift that
why?
was given to me, and I
Oh,
was
got it.
brought it, and I just left it there, and I never took it out, and then when I stopped the job recently and I gave up my locker for one of the new surgeons, the director of the OR was looking at the lockers, and she opened mine, and she was like, "Well, you do you do have a bottle of tequila." I was like, "Listen, it's been unopened, I never drank it, it's completely sealed, did not look great, but it was fine."
You're like, "It's been here for quite a while, I
Yes.
promise."
It's like there
That's
for like
so
a year and
funny.
a half or something.
At least hopefully it was a good bottle of tequila, so she's not judging you on your tequila decisions.
Yeah, well, people don't literally like tequila, so anytime they see tequila, they have no idea.
I love
Good.
tequila.
Well, so now that I talked to you about my vest, I am gonna go take a walk with my SWAT vest, get my steps in. I need to get my steps. I'm really trying to get 10,000 a day. So I'm
Oh,
almost yeah,
10,000.
so I'm almost there, and
Awesome.
I will go on a walk. So I gotta
Sounds good.
sign off, but
Okay, well,
it's time
before
for
you
your
head out,
reset.
let's do our reset moment.
Yep, let's reset.
Awesome.
You go.
Okay. Awesome. So I decided that a few different things this week, you know, it was Mother's Day and was
Yeah,
around like had a great weekend with friends. So it just really made me like reflect on three things I'm grateful for. And number one is always there is just the like love of your girlfriends and being with great friends and having amazing girlfriends in your life. I think that's just
100%.
such an important thing.
Agree,
The second
agree,
one
agree.
is just having my kids in the home, like, the energy is so different at dinner time with my kids here. My daughter was cracking me up tonight at dinner. And then my third one is lately I've been able to be incredibly creative at work and getting to, like, not have any boundaries around what I want to do and how I want to do it, and that is fun. Very, very fun. What about you?
So today I was very thankful for my fridge that I have in my office
Love
because I
that.
was super thirsty after I did my joint education and I had bubbly in it. And I was so happy that I had bubbly in it. And I was like, God, this is the best. I have a fridge in my office. My second thing I was grateful for was a printer in my office.
Okay.
I got a printer because I stole it from one of the other surgeons that we work with in the
Uh-huh.
clinic because he's never in it really and he never uses it. And printers are a hot commodity now. So I was able to get that printer from the office and take it into my office. My third thing that I was grateful for today was so my office is on the third floor.
Yep.
And lately, when I've been coming in, I'm walking up the stairs. And
Okay.
it used to be that that door on the 3rd floor, that's where the babies are too on the other side, and so that door was always
Cute.
locked in case there was a code pink, you could just
Right.
but now it's open. So now I go up the stairs, but the first time I did it, you know, when you do stairs and you get out of the stairwell and you're like, like, it was not that many stairs, like, you're, like, dying. And the first time
Yes.
I did it, I came out of the stairwell and a doc walked by and was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hi," and I was trying so hard not to be super winded that it was the most ridiculous, awkward meeting ever, and I felt so weird, and I know he was like, "God, this freaking woman in her SWAT vest walking up the stairs." It's like, who is what happened to her, right?
She
And then
can't even
and then
breathe.
100%. So now today when I did it, I was like, "I don't think I'm breathing as heavily." So I was seeing, like, the
Nice.
result. So just thankful
There you
that,
go.
just you put a little work in and you be consistent and things
You see
kinda
the
get
fruits
better.
of your
I
labor.
think so,
That's
I think so.
awesome.
But that's the thing with stair climbing is once you stop, like, you stop for 2 days, then you're right back to
You're
being
back
winded
back
and
to
can't
where you
talk.
are. That's running, stair climbing. It's like, man, you work so hard to get where you are, and the minute you stop, goes
Forget
right
it.
back down. Well, I will let you go tonight so that you can go walk your stairs. Thanks for hanging out with me.
I'll talk to you later.
Good night.
Good night.